YouTube is happening. It is Sunday, February 16th, and we're going to talk about men's college basketball. Today, you can see we have about 25 games on the slate. We're going to break down each game, look at our spreadsheet, and see if we can find some value. Now, I know a lot of you want to know how did yesterday go because I had a lot of plays yesterday. I had 28 plays over 27 games because I had 2 in the Lipscomb game. I went 15 and 13. Hey, that's profit. That is ending the day in green right there. Love that. Great stuff. And I know some other people did some smaller parlays. I know some people had straight bets. Some people took other plays based on the spreadsheets that I didn't take. I think it was a good day for pretty much everybody as long as you did some straight bets in there. So if you want the plays all typed out so you can see every play I do for every sport I do, or if you just want access to these bad boys to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research, all you got to do is go over to the HQ and sign up. Simple as that. Easy peasy. So if not, no big deal. I just appreciate you being here. Simple as that. So we have our 25 games. We're going to break these games down. We're going to look for value and see if we can have another green day. So let's go ahead and jump to the first game right now. Okay, let's dig into the schedule. 25 games on the docket. First one looks like it's going to be number 14 Memphis at Wichita State. So let's jump at Wichita State. Really? All right, so let's pop on over here and look at the actual spreadsheet, and we can see it's a road game. It's in. Oh, let me expand this out. Yeah, it's in Wichita, Kansas. It's an actual road game. Okay. All right. This must have been scheduled back when Wichita State was actually good because, man, 14 and 10 is just not that good anymore for them. Let's see here. This is on our ranking scale of 0 to 4 with our advantages. This game is only a 1, sadly, and there's a 1 right there. Memphis' 2-point offense versus Wichita State's 2-point defense. This is a push because you can see how close they are on the rankings. These two are pushes because how close they are on the rankings, and these two are pushes based on how close they are in the rankings. Even the efficiencies, like these two are close. This is a little bit of an advantage for Memphis on defense, but there's nothing really standing out there. If you're new here, we got to have at least 3 advantages or 4 before we decide to take a side or total. And the rare occasion we pop a 0, which there's 2 of them today. We'll see how those work. I'll explain those when we get there. So this one's only 1 advantage based on the main 4 categories we look at. So we're going to move on to the next game from here. So, we'll go look at totals too. Let me pull total. I'll make sure I don't forget any totals or anything. Let me refresh the spread, the odds, see what we've got popping up here. 150. That's 154. And that is 136. And 150 is right in the top of the range, not where we want to be. So we're going to pass on that. Let's go over to Temple. Yeah, I don't have to scroll today. It's a much shorter slate, so I can just click and have it pull up. Very nice. Ooh, man, Saturdays are rough. That's a lot of games to cover. It's an hour long. Today, I don't feel as rushed today, so it's nice. We got FAU and Temple. This is a 3. You can clearly see we have 1 advantage for FAU on offense. We have advantage FAU on defense. We have advantage FAU on offense. My God, these are big advantages. And this is a push technically because it's less than 100 spots, but I mean, let's be honest, that's probably a FAU advantage as well. So this is 3.5 FAU advantages. And then you could look at the efficiencies, 27 in the country going up against 336. Yeah, give me some FAU, please, and thank you. 2.5 minus 2.5. That's it. Yeah, first play on the board. FAU minus 2.5. Yep. We want these players and these teams to play like they've been doing in the last 3 games because that is roughly 2 weeks in college basketball, and that is not enough time to really change your habits. So you're going to go up and down. That's how sports go. You do this. You don't do this. You just go like waves. You stay in your average. We win. That's all we got to do. We have an average we look for. So that's FAU. We're taking that. Everything's screaming. I like that. I like that a lot. So we're going that one. Next on, move up to Sacred Heart in Siena. Siena, let's see, Sacred Heart favorite. Okay. This is a 0. This is the first 0. There's 1 of 2, actually. So if you look at the zeros, everything, all the advantages are going to be less than 100 when it comes to these rankings. So we have that's a 0 clearly. That is that's what, 90 points or 91? This, you see all 4 of those. Anytime we have 4 zeros, we look at the odds. We want to see if the spread is a big spread, because if it is, we want to take the points. We had 2 zeros on the sheet yesterday. We took West Virginia plus 8.5, and you saw what happened. They barely lost, barely. Looked like they were going to win for a minute too. And then at the end of the night, we took Cal Poly plus 10.5, and they barely lost too. So hey, the 0 theory worked out great yesterday. 2-0. Good stuff. Love that. So all that states is that the numbers show that there's no clear advantage. Why is there such a big spread? There's got to be something else, but I didn't see anything else, so I took both of them. So here, these are zeros, but the spread's only 1.5. So this isn't a zero we want to take. So we want to pass this one because this is too close to call. So we're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be the Ohio State against the Michigan. So, oh man, matchup galore. This is a 3. Ooh, I only have 1-4 all day. I just noticed I'm looking at my sheet. I'm like 1-4. Ooh, it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a rough one. Yeah, we don't take 1s and 2s. There's just no value there for us, and I have a lot of 1s and 2s today. Okay, this is a 3 though. We'll see if we can find some value. Clearly, that is a push. That is literally 100 spots, so that counts. That's good. That's an advantage. That's an advantage. And so Ohio State has 2 advantages. Michigan has 1 advantage. It's a lot of orange and yellow. The efficiencies, there's no real gap here. This is a good close game. The numbers is 2.5 Ohio State, which is essentially your home court advantage. So yeah, this is a pick 'em all day. This is just a pick 'em. That's all it is. So even if you gave me money and said pick a side, I wouldn't know which side to pick. So that's how close of a pick 'em it is. So that's a pass. Sorry. Canisius is Mount St. Mary's. Canisius is the worst 2-point defense in the country. The second worst rebounding team in the country. So the big men aren't good. That's all I'm hearing from that. If you can't rebound, you can't score. I mean, you can't defend. Your big men suck. So let's see what this is a 2. I'll say only a 2. Well, clearly that's a 1 right there because 17 versus worst in the country. They should have a field day scoring inside. That's a push. This is a push. And then you got Canisius with some great, outstanding 3-point defense at 2-22. So only problem is when I look over at the spread, I know it's going to be large. It's not. It's only 8.5. It's 8.5. That's it. What's the catch? What am I missing? Now I normally don't take 1s and 2s, but when I see something like that, like they're allowing 67% shooting and they're already scoring 61.5. It's like, okay, they're probably going to go up. They're going to be better. And they can't score. And it's like their last 3 games, they're winning their games by 4 points. They're losing their games by 16 points in their last 3, and it's an 8-point spread. You know what? This Sunday, there's not many games I could take today. I'm going to take a 2. A 2, I know it's weird. I'm going to go MSM minus 8.5 on the road. Canisius is just not they're 2-22 for a reason. They're not a good team. It's just, the efficiency's terrible. They can't score. If you can't score, you can't win. Simple as that. Ask Alabama yesterday what happens when you can't score. You lose. So yeah, you can't rebound. You can't stop anybody. Yeah, Mary should do all right in this one, I would assume. Numbers say so. Next up, we got old Drake against Bradley. This is a 2, yes. And we got, that's literally a push. There is one of them because Drake is the 3rd worst defensive team in the country when it comes to 2s. Number 4 in the country is Bradley versus 75, and then 48 versus 301. So Drake's going to stay in the game most likely from the 3-point line because they should shut them down a little bit, but they're going to give up points inside a little bit because they're below average. They suck. Both efficiencies are good. We could look at the over in this one. This could be potential overplay. Let's look at Drake. 129.5 feels low. Why does that feel so low? That comes out to 153, and that comes out to 140. Why is the total 129? I don't know. We're taking it. That's over. That's a 10-point difference. And what I'm talking about when I do this range thing, both teams, we do a range, how they've been scoring. These 2 teams at the top of the range, they're averaging 153 points a game combined in the last 3 games. They are allowing in the last 3 games 140, right? You got a 153, 140. And then the total is down here at 129.5. Something's being missed, or they priced it wrong because the numbers are right. We know the numbers are right. So we want to make, if they go in this range and do what they always do in the last 3 games, do their numbers, we're going to win. So we're going to take the over 129.5. Got to do that. We're going to do that. So from here, we're going to South Dakota against South Dakota State. Nice little rival game. Okay, first thing I see, this is a 1. There's your 1 right there. Number 2 scoring team in the country at 91.7. Let's see, that's your man. That's a push. That's a push. That's a push. Number 5 efficiency versus 42 defense. That's not. And then these 2 cancel. So yeah, this is a good matchup. I don't like either side. South Dakota's plus 6.5. Nothing for me here. Nothing. Moving on to Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac versus Iona. Iona is what? Let's see. This is a 2. Yes, this is a 2. There's one, Quinnipiac from 2 on offense, and then it looks like Iona from 3. Even though they're below average, they still have an advantage on Quinnipiac because Quinnipiac allows 44% shooting. Damn. The number 1 in allowing rebounds. They give up only 22 rebounds a game, and they're somehow yet one of the faster teams in the country. That means they're really good at not giving up rebounds. And they score, and that's not good for Iona. I'll tell you that right now. Iona 6.5, Quinnipiac -6.5. Total's 148. Let's see if the total makes sense. That comes out to 159. That comes out to 149. The total's 148. So, yep, total is probably in a good spot where it should be. It's right at the bottom of the range. So, we like a little bit of a cushion in there, if you will, almost like a teaser. So, we're going to pass on that. Side and total, this is a 2. I'm not feeling this one, so let me just move on to the next one from here. Our next game after Quinnipiac is going to be Fairfield in Suites against Manhattan. And we can see this is a 2. The next 3 games after this are 2s as well. So we have a Fairfield advantage in defense. Fairfield is the worst shooting team in the country from 2. They're only shooting 38.7%. That is god-awful, terrible. So a below average off defense can still shut that down because they're going to shut themselves down because that's what happens when you shoot like that. I mean, you can make memes about that kind of percent. That's terrible. Let's see, what's the other one? And then Fairfield, nope, that's not an advantage. There it is right there. It's defense, it's 3 defenses. The way these 2 offenses are, we really could just take an under probably. So let's go Fairfield. Let's look and see if that's worth it. Fairfield Stags are 146. That's the total. We're currently sitting at a 139 and a 143. So, and they're at 146. So again, we have our range, but the total's up here, and we're already looking at the under. We could play this. It does concern me that Manhattan is 82nd in points, but that's just because, yeah, Fairfield should help bring that down pretty good because they can't score. And then you look at the efficiencies. Fairfield efficiency terrible. Manhattan above average, but that defense can shut them down too. I think I'm gonna take the under. We're gonna rock with a Fairfield under. So under 146.5. I hate taking unders. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I absolutely despise it because it just life's too short to bet the under. But man, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So we follow the numbers, not trying to put too much thought into this. Just follow the numbers. It tells us the story. We just gotta read it. MAAC against Modest next. And who do we have here? This is another 2, of course, and you can clearly see it's these 2. Really, you can see these are favored, but they're not fully advantages. So that's clearly advantage. That's clear. It's defense. This is another defensive one. So MAAC, M-E-R-I, Mary, 125. I don't think we're going to hit an under on this one. 133, 129. Hell, we could almost take an over in this one, the way these 2 teams are playing, but I'm not going to trust offenses. Well, they're above average, but these defenses are elite. These are all green defenses. No, I'm going to leave this game alone. Just move on to something else. Saints Pizzas up next against Rider. The Saints Pizzas, we're for art thou. We're for art thou pizza. Do this way. Okay. P-E-T-E-R. There you go. Found them. Let's see. 129 is our total. 4.5 is our side. How was this, a 2? This is a 2. Okay. So we got defense for St. Peter's. We got push. We got defense for Rider. Not enough for us. The spread's closed. The total is 129. That's 140 and that's 144. So the defense looks good, but then they're playing this way. Interesting. Over? Because the range is 140 to 144. Range 140 to 144. Total's way down here at 129. I guess we're gonna take the over. Sure. Just if you do your average, we do good. So 129.5 over. I'm down. Let's go. Let's ride. Let's see from here where we're going from St. Pete. So we're going to number 9 in the country, St. John's versus number 24, Creighton. Yes, Creighton. Good job. Let's see. Creighton. Got it. Okay, this is a 3, so hey, a game worth a damn. Creighton offense, Creighton defense, Creighton off the defense. So Creighton has the 3 advantages, so that's great for Creighton. And then we have St. John's with a slight lean here on the 4th one. The efficiency, St. John's efficiency is below average, not good. Defense is good though. They're basically green. They're 100. Once you turn 99, you turn green, as you can see. So Creighton's got a great offensive efficiency and an above average defense. Oh man. I would lean Creighton this one. Let's see what the line is. Creighton. So I got 3 advantages from Creighton. I got the efficiencies on my side backing that statement up, and I got plus 6.5. The only thing is that they're on the road. That's the only thing against me. So we're going to take Creighton. So we're going to take Creighton plus 6.5 just because we have everything there on our side. We're going to take it. We're going to trust the numbers. Yeah, could St. John's come out whoop their ass? Absolutely, they could. But we're going to follow the numbers. You should fall within your average. Guess who didn't fall within their average yesterday? UConn didn't. And look what happened. Not only did they not cover, they lost because they did not keep it within their averages. They played like absolute shit. So what can you do? If you don't stay in your average, you're going to lose. Or if the other team goes well above their average, you can lose too. So, but averages are there for a reason. Averages, yeah, you get it. I hope. So, St. John's, UIC. Oh, UIC versus Missouri State. Let's see. This is a 142 and a 6.5. This is a 1. Push. There's the one. Missouri State's offense versus UIC's 3-point defense. Not the best looking thing. Look at the total just because we have time. We can 133 and 142. Total is sitting at 142. So yeah, it's right in the range. The game is a pass for us. Nothing on there for us. We want Northwestern and Nebraska. Nebraska ball. Yeah. Let's see, we got Nebraska ball. Put that on my spreadsheet. There they are. Let's see. This is the 3. Yes, it is. All right. So it's clearly up offense, push, offense. We got 3 offenses, almost a 4th offense. The efficiencies tell us offense is good, defense is bad. So where are we going? We're going to the total. Total's looking at 141. We're sitting at 154 and 152. Yep. That's a 10-point differential right there. So again, total's here. Range is up here in the last 3 games. We're going to follow that range. Most of the times they don't deviate far from that range. That's why when we have days where we have like a bunch of red, all the red are really close to hitting. You can see yesterday I had 3 or 4 that missed by a hook. So it was so close to being perfect. Such a great day. Not perfect, but like a really good day. Let's see. Oops. Broke my sheet and come back. So we're going to take the over 141? Yeah, 141.5. Yeah, we're going to do that. I like that over, especially when the range is in the 150s. We got extra, we got almost 12 points. That's like a 12-point teaser. I love that. Love that stuff. Oh, man. Moving on. From here, we're going to Cleveland State against Youngstown State. This is a 1. Ew. That's a push. Where's the 1? There it is. Is Youngstown State defense, even though they're really good at things, they're not that terrible at things. So I wouldn't trust anything in this game. Anything in there I want to take. Let's look. Total is at 142. Ooh, that's at 158, and this is at 143. So yeah, total bumps up against the bottom end of the range. Yeah, I like that cushion. So if they fall out the range, we have that little teaser spot cushion we can use. Like the last one, we have 12 points in case they fall out of the range. If they fall out, we lose. So, and that just takes missing a few free throws, and all of a sudden we lose. We don't like that. So, moving on to the only 4 on the whole sheet. Finally, it's Oakland and Detroit Mercy. Who'd have thunk? 4 advantages in this game. 1 for Oakland offense, 2 for Oakland defense, 3 for Oakland offense, 4 for Oakland defense. Okay, it's all Oakland. Interesting. Efficiency tells that too. That's an advantage there. And yeah, there's push. That's fine. So in the numbers, yeah, it's all Oakland in this one. Let's see. This is going to be an Oakland play. If the number's good, give me a low number, please. Oh, it's 13.5. Oh, that's a lot of points. I'm not taking 13.5. Not with Oakland. Come on, they're 11-15 for a reason. They're playing decent, sure, and Detroit Mercy's playing bad, but no, I'm not taking 13.5 with Oakland. I'm not doing it. What's the total? 135? Oh yeah, 142 and 150. That's a 7-point differential, but then we're trusting Oakland, but then their defense is good. It's like, Does Oakland? Okay, let's see. Mercy's lost the last 3 games by about 6, almost 7-point difference. They're only winning they've lost theirs by 1. So no. I see they have an advantage. You can take it if you want. If you want to take Oakland, by all means, I hope you win. I'm not. I can't. Oh, am I? Am I? Do I do it? The more I think about it, I'm looking at my sheet. I'm like, man, I want more plays. There's nothing else on today. So it's like, do I want something to sweat? Do I want to sweat Oakland? Oh, man, we're going to stare match this bad boy. We're going to be dripping sweat with this bad one. Let's do it. Let's trust the four. Let's trust the numbers. It looks ugly, I know, but hey, trust in the numbers. All we gotta do. They have the advantages for a reason. Let's trust it. I'm already nervous. I'm already getting a little perspiring a little bit. Oh man, Oakland, what have you done to me? All right, Green Bay. Talking about a laughing stock. Here we go. Green Bay. All right, podcaster coach. What we got for us, buddy? Let's see. This is a 2. Well, damn sure ain't gonna be you. That is 1 and 2. Yep. So Wright State has 2 of the options. Green Bay is absolute trash. Let's see what the actual line is in this one. It is hiding from me. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's up here. It's Wright State by 9.5. They're winning their games by 4. They're losing their games by 13. Oh man. This could be. Do we think Wright State does it? They should. You would think. But yeah, the efficiencies are so bad. If you can't score, you can't win. Like, they're going to shoot threes, but they're going to stop it. They can defend what they do. But this is the main thing. They should be able to score at will inside. Sometimes the numbers are there, but you just got to look at the matchups and be like, yeah, come on, please. The number's low. But then you're like, why is it low? What do the odds makers know that we don't? So I'm going to be smart and leave it alone. Yeah, we'll leave it alone. Sadly. Man, I could take that one. The Sewer Rats are back against Northern Kentucky. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Milwaukee, 6.5. Okay. Milwaukee, Northern Kentucky. This is a 2. Let's see. There's your 1 right there, and there's your 2. It's Northern Kentucky on offense and defense from 3. All this is a push. Very high scoring, it looks like. We'll see. Let's look at some stuff. 142. This is coming out to 155, and that's coming out to 151. We have a 9-point differential on toward the over. I think I'm going to take that just because over 142.5. I like that. That's like a 9.5-point teaser. I love those. I love those plays. Great stuff. You do your average. You can fall out a little bit, but the teaser will pick us back up when we win. So you play way out of it, we have problems. So just don't play defense like you've been doing. Keep up the good work. UAB versus South Florida, another high-scoring game. My God. How am I having so many plays on a Sunday? I don't know. I'm not really going outside too much. I mean, I have some 2s, yeah, but that's more like, look at the total. 157. That's the first thing I want to see. What is this, a 3? This is a 3. So we got 1 South Florida. That's a push, even though it's almost South Florida. That's UAB. So double defense on 3s. Defense here, and then an offense. I don't like that. Even though the totals are here, South Florida's offense efficiency is not cooking. That is not, but that definitely is. But leaving this alone. And then you have the battle. Who's going to control tempo? Is South Florida going to control at 5 with the 5th fastest tempo in the country, or are they going to be one of the slower games like this? That's going to really determine what this number is. So, hell no. I don't want nothing to do with this one. No, not a chance. New Mexico versus Utah State. Another game of a lot of points. Ooh, okay. This is a 1. Ugh. Yep, that's a push. That's a push. That's a push. There it is. New Mexico has a little bit of advantage shooting 3s against Utah State offense. You can see them cooking up there. Efficiencies line up with it. Agree. Defense is really good for New Mexico State. New Mexico State. How dare I say that? They will come after me if I call them that. This is just the Lobos. Yes. Let's see what the line is. 5.5 for New Mexico with a 159. That seems high. Nope. 166 and 139 to 166. That is a hell of a range. New Mexico's winning their last 3 games by 20 points, and they're winning their last by 7. So we can't do the range. There's no lean here for any side, so we're going to pass. Maryland versus Iowa. A place to stay. And let's see, 158 is our total. What is this, a 2? This is a 2, yes. Let's see, that's not a that's a push technically, even though it looks like an Iowa. It's a push. It's also a push, even though it looks like a Maryland. That's definitely Maryland. That's definitely Maryland. So we have 2 Marylands for sure, almost a Maryland and almost an Iowa. Efficiencies, you can see what they're doing. You can see everything. I would lean Maryland. I would lean it, but I don't love it. It's Maryland by 11.5. So see, the numbers make sense and the odds makers agree. So total wise, 158. That comes up to 157. So right there, that's a no. That game, yeah, they're all over that game because it is probably what the prime. It's on Fox. It's on TV. Fox Sports 1 makes sense. And it's a ranked team. Yeah, they're pretty good pinpointing the odds and its holes when it comes to the teams that everyone wants to watch. You got to find games like that Manhattan Fairfield one that nobody's going to watch. Like even the fans of the school aren't going to watch that. They got things to do like paint. I don't know, taxes, something else besides watch them teams play. I don't know. Murray State, Northern Iowa. Well, let's see. This is a 2 as well. Well, that's a push. Northern Iowa defense. That's a push. And Northern Iowa defense. And that almost is Murray State. And that's really a push. Both teams defensively, but not enough. Ooh, 59-3. We could have a very low scoring game, which is what we want to see. Murray. 133.5. Under, that's going to be rough. 134 yet. It's nope, not in our impossible. Cannot do it. Oregon versus Ruckus is up next. 7.5 for Oregon. First thing I see. And we see there's a 0. Hey, their other 0. We found it. So that's a push. That's a push. That's a push. That's a push. The efficiencies are all, well, that's actually leading to Rutgers. That's Oregon. It leans offense, but 7.5. I don't trust Rutgers plus 7.5 on the road. They have 2 of the top players in the country that are still 12 and 13. That tells me one of 2 things. If you have 2 amazing players, that means the other 3 are not that good, or 2, your coaching is absolutely trash. One of the 2 things. You can't have 2 of the top team players in the country and still be like this. It's like when Fultz came out of Washington and was the number 1 pick. Everyone said, oh, he's the number 1 pick. Washington won 9 games that year. How is he the number 1 pick? Impossible. There were so many better picks, but he's a top player. You won 9 games. No, anyways, digress. Moving back, bring it back. Pass. Not taking this. What's the total? 152. 152. That comes up to 155. That comes up to 162. No. We got Notre Dame and Louisville. This is a 3. Yeah, so 1, definitely here for Louisville. 2 for Louisville. That's a push. 3 for Louisville. So Louisville has 3. Louisville's been playing. Look at Louisville 19-6. It feels good to have Louisville back as being good. So Lewis. Oh, they're down here. I don't know. I have to type it in. 6.5 Louisville on the road. I could dig that. They're winning their games by 20. They're losing theirs by 2. No, yeah, I like Louisville by 2. Absolutely. Ellaville, baby. Louisville minus 6.5. Yeah. 6.5. I rock with that. And the total is the case. I know you want to see it. I see 145. It's looking like 161 to 142. That's right, but it's in the range. No. So that's a Louisville player, nothing. And lastly, Evansville and Valparaiso. Man, this game started late, isn't it? Aren't they in Indiana or like somewhere in that part of the country? And this is a 3. Let's see, Evansville, Valparaiso, defense, and then offense for you. There's your third one. So that's nothing for us. Total is 145, 135, 150. Yeah, it's in the range, so that's a no. So there we go. That's all the games. Hey, look at that. How that worked out nicely. Tomorrow's Monday. We have, well, good luck watching these, going to these games. They don't want to sell no tickets. How many games we got? Oh, hold up. Let me put them all on the same screen. There's your schedule for tomorrow. That's all we have. But we got Duke playing. We got Arizona, Baylor. We got, it's Monday. That's the best we got. So, hey, I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing, or if I missed something, or hell, tell me how you did yesterday. Other than that, if you want the plays typed out, or if you want access to the spreadsheets, you got to go to the HQ right there and sign up. Easy peasy. So, other than that, I appreciate you being here, and we will see you tomorrow on Monday for some more college basketball.